with The Dark Knight Rises kind of dominating UK cinema screens, there's not really a lot of films out this week, except for one little film called The Lorax, and I've actually been looking forward to this film ever since it was released in America, like what, February or March, and I'm quite surprised it's taking this long to come out over here, but it's out and I am now reviewing it, and this is probably going to be my shortest review that I've done so far this year. Now the story is actually pretty interesting because at first we think it's the kid that's voiced by Zac Efron that tries to impress the girl that's voiced by Taylor Swift, and what's quite interesting is the girl paints these sort of like these trees that used to exist around this whole sort of universe, but all the trees have been cut down. But it's said that this guy knows what happened to the trees and maybe where he can get one. And so the kid goes on a journey to find the guy, and then he meets the guy, and the guy tells him what happened to the trees and also how he met the Lorax, which is voiced by Danny Devito, and by God, it's great to hear this guy's voice again in the big screen, because this guy was absolutely brilliant in this film. Like, the jokes he was coming up with were pretty funny, quirky, and I don't know, I think he probably was literally the star of the whole show and probably did steal the whole show as well. But what I also quite like about it is the fact, you know, that the message is about, you know, what happens when you cut so many trees down, but there's actually kind of like a couple of other messages like in the film that's great to sort of inspire from. And I also think kids are going to absolutely love it because, again, it has the right tone for kids, but it also has the right sort of tone and feeling. Like, adults will probably enjoy it, like even like your family will enjoy. I do have a bit of a problem though, is I find like the opening is quite a bit of a put off and a bit like overdone, like overkill, and then it kind of takes a bit to get into. But then other than that, it's a really good solid film. So like I said, kids are going to absolutely love this film. I did personally enjoy it, and I think this is the best kids film I've seen so far this year. And with that, I'm going to give it a nice solid 8 out of 10. I think this is a great break if you've maybe had enough of The Dark Knight Rises, or if you're, I don't know, a fan of The Dark Knight Rises. And I think this is probably one to watch to sort of break away from the mold of The Dark Knight Rises.